which makes any invade just like super insane, especially with
Yeah,
Olaf as well.
unless you're warding the Dragon Pit, which no one really does at level 1, you're not going to see that matchup coming.
Exactly. So
wait, Orin, buddy, Swift Ranger, you got any items on you?
Oh no,
Ranger, buddy.
Oh, he's too late. He's too late. If he doesn't realize soon, he's gonna have to go back to base. Oh, this is
awful.
This is the throw that Malphite needs to win lane. This is absolutely the throw that Malphite needs to win.
The worst part is you can't use your passive to buy a Corrupting Pot. You can't use your passive to buy a Doran Shield. So he's actually stuck. He's stuck here. Is there like a meta where you just don't buy anything and like go straight to a Bombing Cinder? Is that the thing?
Listen, I'm hard click silver. These are diamond players. I have no clue if that's the meta or not. But I mean, okay, he does buy Dorn Shield. Okay.
Wait, you can do that? Wait, that's cheating. I thought you couldn't do that. Some minor pro coming out from the blue side downward trends. Well, look at Yukio just saying, "Hey, get out of my lane. This is my kingdom. I am Nazir." And everything seems to be okay right now. Looks like Olaf started red. Oh, I guess he did start red side, huh?
Olaf, it is solo Raptors. Raptors red the top side. What I would have liked to see is him do Raptors straight to Golems back down to red, because I want him to try and get this bot pressure on. Bot has to be the winning lane for these guys. Post 3-6.
If you look at the Seraphine, look at that summoner spell though.
Yeah, exhaust on the Seraphine. I like it. A lot of engages. Kaisa, Rel, Malphite to an extent.
Looks like Rel's going in. Prodigy trying to get that knockup, and Stun does get it, but the double root comes back out from Seraphine. They're running for the hills. Exhaust comes out. I'm not sure if that's the right person or not. Oh my god, Bondi get that auto attack, and double flash has to be burned on the side of CLG. Not the best start that we could see from this team.
And it only gets worse in lane here. It only gets worse. Jarvan has path toward the bot side. This wave is stacking. They don't know that Olaf is here. They do not know that Olaf is here. They could have expected it. But since Olaf is not passing away, oh no. This is going to be really a big, big struggle. As you see, Olaf goes back for Raptors respawn.
He's farming. Oh, but Sarchok is fighting Swift Ranger in a big minion wave. Oh my god, Ranger, you gotta get out of there, buddy. Ranger does have a CS lead, but not really known for being the best CSer under towers. And looks like Sarchok gonna get a nice cheeky recall. Yep, there he goes.
A cheaty recall based on third wave. Easy, nice cheaty recall. You can go buy something. Ruby Crystal, perfect. And you don't have to be back. Love the play. As see on the bot side, more trading is going on. They cannot win this lane. They have to just wait. I mean, against Seraphine, they have to just concede a lot of Seraphine Ezreal. They're never ever going to be able to get anywhere in range of them. And so conceding lane pressure is what they have to do.
Looks like both mid laners, Yukio and MZ Shady, had to burn their teleports to just try to reset the lane. We have a tier versus an amp tone. So damage-wise, Yukio definitely has the advantage, but scaling-wise, MZ is going to be putting out some deeps with those rockets.
That's true. They see Rel going from a little bit of a roam, establishing vision. Jarvan did all of his camps and is now passing out towards top side for his Gromp respawn. As we see, Yukio did one camp and is now resetting. Okay.
And look at the respect that Bondi and J-Box are giving the Rel and the Kaisa. They know but a charge comes in from Swift Ranger just to get a little auto attack off onto Sarge. But like I was saying, Bondi and J-Box are giving so much respect to the enemy because they know, despite the fact they're double the CS, despite the fact that they burn both flashes, they could still get 100 to 0. Real quick.
Rel has a ton of CC. I mean, absolutely here. Especially with the Halo Blades on Kaisa. I mean, it's 100 to 0 on any.
I didn't even catch that. Good catch.
If they get caught sleeping, it's 100 to 0 for any of them. So that would 100% make sense here.
Looks like both junglers here are just farming up as fast as they can to level 6. Olaf actually starting off the dragon, but Seraphine smells something in the water. Throws a little poke at him. It's a bit late because Jarvan is just coming from base as we speak, and looks like the first pick is gonna go over to the side of CLG.
What I'd like to see here is that they don't know that Jarvan is here, but I would like to see them establish some deep vision, or not. They just concede the vision. They play it safe. I don't hate it, but I would have liked to see them.
The first ulted, second ult comes through, and that just kind of tickles him. I'm not gonna lie, that was
interesting. I think he tried to do the combo because I believe as Orange you can do R2 auto Q E auto W auto as like a combo. And that does a lot of damage, but I think it was too close to tower range. Didn't want to risk it. Let's see. Nice stack minion wave on bot side. 29 CS already. The gap is already beginning to form. Gonna keep getting bigger. Seraphine just has too much lane prio, too much lane pressure, and biting the bullet this early is not gonna look good for the mid game.
And we were talking before how Titan just sitting there in mid lane, just waiting for the tower to do the work. We were talking about how CLG have to start making plays when 6 is hit. From up until the 20-minute mark, they have to push tempo, or else they will be outscaled and they will just wait to lose. Oh wow, that was such a something.
Also, I do want to point out something here. You brought the fact that Jarvan was just sitting in mid lane, like just letting the tower do the work. If you notice, Jarvan is down 3 camps in his 6.
The blast cone is there for JL27. Titan really wants this booty. No ultimate, or he gets the nice Ragnarok off. That's not ideal. That's really not ideal.
And now there's
go for it.
There's no way they can fight Riptile now. There's no way. This is a free rebuild for red side, and it came when red side has to get sailing and has to accelerate the game. Losing first Herald this early is going to be disastrous. But as I was saying before, the reason why that play works is because Jarvan soaked in Wave of XP, and even though he's down, literally half of his jungle, he's actually the same level as Olaf. And so he took that mid prio and went up top because Jail tried to go for a cheeky little ward. Used his
engage coming in bot side. Toss comes into. Oh my lord, Kaiser, get out of there, please. Oh, the Seraphine all hits one. The Rel is trapped in the inner place. A sad face comes out from J-Box. A 1-for-0 kill there. And looks like Sarge had to flash after that ultimate, I believe. Oh, no, he ulted, but sorry.
Oh, it's a disaster. What's even worse is that he stacked the minion wave as well. And so Kaisa has to bait because he doesn't know where Jarvan is. So now she's losing 2 waves of XP. Assuming they can crash this wave fast enough. Which I don't think they will. But she definitely loses about a wave and a half of XP. She's already down 30 CS. And their bot lane has not even based yet. They have still not based. We're going to see a huge power spike coming in from Ezreal and Seraphine right now.
And think of how bad it would possibly be if you drop the Herald bot. If you get that Ezreal to maybe an item and a half advantage over the Kaisa, it's over. You're done, son.
You see the Vandal Glass Mirror. You can talk to the gold really quickly. I like to see what the gold is. What the gold difference is. You see it? That's 800 gold for Ezreal.
That's big ass.
800 gold for Seraphine. Mid lane is about even, which is really good. Jail is about even with Jarvan.
Jungle though, that's pretty even. Well, 100 gold, but 100 gold you get an extra pot or two, maybe in a control ward or something.
As we see, the Ornn as well, up almost 800, 900 gold, and this is just purely farming. Not a lot of ganking has happened. This is just farming. And as we talked about before, the 2v2s are not going to get easier. I mean, obviously with the Ornn and Azir are even footing with Jarvan and Corki. But if you add the top laner into it, or if you add the support into it, all of a sudden the game's looking a lot harder.
Tisha laying down some hurt onto Ukyo, but responds in Kai. Ornn gets the Bellows Breath auto attack and the knockup onto Sarachok. Sarachok does have ultimate, but I don't think there's any kill pressure for either side of these top laners. Another Q does land, and it's like, oh, that is a lot of damage coming down to
yeah. Orange did not have ulti because he burned it early, passed the wave. It was almost done. Oh, the coming down as well.
Prodigy Rafa, what was the plan? Your ADC was at 25% health and you kind of jumped in there?
I think he tried to get the shield to protect the dive. I think that was his plan was. But I mean, this game is a disaster. It's looking really, really tough.
JL27 looking for the blast cone over, trying to never mind. Blast cone's dead, and the dragon. Let's go over to bounce for a track.
A small thing, I like heads up play from Bondi, recognizing the only way to lose the dragon is if Olaf blast cone's over, hits the blast cone, gets the dragon. I like the heads up play here. I was in an Inferno map. Oh my goodness gracious.
So bad.
That is so. Oh. And we have a quick pause. Sarchok has.
Wait, when did Sarchok get a kill?
Yeah.
What?
Sarchok. Oh.
What? Wait, when did he get a kill? Did we miss it?
We must have missed it.
Alright, Sarchok, that's the winning lane. Let's go.
Sarchok, he used ulti as well. He used ulti to completely smash his Swift Ranger. Doesn't even have to blow his flash.
Honestly, that like barely equalizes the gold because he's 40 CS down. I mean, 30 CS down.
Yeah, he can't. I mean, the gold is worth about 10 CS, and so I think that it's gonna be really good. Oh, as you see there, back in game. The item discrepancy is.
Oh, Corky does go in with the package. He's getting a lot of damage to Azir. Azir actually misses the ult, so he's in some big danger. Flash is up. Sarchok comes in for support, but no ultimate on the Malphite. Listen, MZ, I know you're ballsy, but this is a bit too ballsy. A little short freeze frame right here. And the flash comes out from Sarchok. Comet does not land, and MZ does get out, but has to burn his flash in. Oh no. Oh, here comes JL27 looking for that Corky booty.
Box killed Kaisa.
What is happening across the map? What's going on?
Multi for tower.
That's 4 people in the bot side. Alright, looks like we got fighting calming all over the map, and this Ezreal is just getting further and further ahead, and Rafa is crying right now, saying, I my ADC.
I think what happened is, they saw Olaf on mid lane. Corky burns flash, J4, because his red buff is gone as well, and that's on respawn, goes back to bot side, ganks bot lane, kills tower, the first tower, and yeah, I think that's what happened. As we see.
JL27 just stole the ground. Titan's running for the hills, but he has backup coming left and right. The Ragnarok is available, and so is the Flash. So in case he gets caught, oh no, he's gonna get caught so hard right here. Titan goes in, but he might have been more than he can chew. Flashes out. Olaf flashes after him. Gets a return kill. Will he be able to escape? There is no blast kill. Knockup comes in onto Jail. Gets return killed very easily, and Sarchok and Prodigy are just staring down the enemy team, unable to save or avenge their fallen comrade.
The guts to flash in. If he flashes out there, he's fine. The guts to flash in, saying, I am a berserker, I refuse to die, I will take you with me. I love to see it, love the aggression. Unfortunately, doesn't amount to much. What I was going to say before we got interrupted is that Corky is building Divine Sunder.
Is he? Is that Divine Sunder?
That is a Divine Sunder coming out from Corky.
What's Triforce then?
Triforce is the Hearthbound Axe plus Kindle Gem. Plus
true.
Yes, this is the Fade, so it is Divine Sunder. To be honest, I'm looking at it, and they have a couple health stackers, but I think that I don't think Divine Sunder is a really good option here. What Corgis are doing now, at least these days, is that they're building Immortal Shield Bow. That's the Immortal Shield Bow with the tier, and then they'll build into other items. So I don't.
Azir gets a 2-man knockback over to a Rel ultimate. Charm comes into 2, but they're really under current. No Ragnarok for Olaf, but doesn't really matter. Olaf Dell just going ham. Oh my god, now he has Ragnarok. Everyone's getting slowed. It's a massacre. Oh my god, Jell, you gotta stop. This is first degree murder. Gets a triple. 2 of them actually go over to the Kaisa, and wow, that was a Chad move if I've ever seen one.
2K gold swing. Blue side, all they have to do is nothing. And they have managed to fail at doing how I'm so lost. I mean, if you look at the play, I mean, you see that they're all grouped up on one side of the wall. They're on the same side in close proximity to each other. When they saw Azir walk, because he walked over a ward, they saw him walk towards them. None of them have flash. They walk towards the same side of the wall, and they all get collapsed on. I mean, good follow-up from really, really good follow-up, and we see the gold gap for Kaisa, 400 gold.
Pretty good.
Ezreal got 5 plates, first tower, and is up about 19-20 CS, and the gold is only 400.
I mean, to their credit, CLG is doing what we want them to do. From the levels of 6 to 11, they have to fight. They have to push tempo, and they are doing exactly that. With not only a Rift Herald, but that team fight, and if they get another dragon on the board, oh man, they delay the power spike of the Infernal Dragon so long in this game. Maybe, I can't do the math right now, but I think it's somewhere around 35 minutes if they take this. Am I wrong, right? Yes,
it'll be around there. Your math is pretty solid. It'll be around there. What we see is, yeah. So Sarge has teleport. Swift Ranger does not. He inside the group. I like this play. Yeah, they have to fight for this dragon.
Where's Corky?
Good angle.
Corky, get back in there, Corky. No, you can't group up for Sarge Thomas. Ult gets 3. Oh my god, what a beautiful ult. Charm comes on to just 1, and it's just a Ragnarok guy. You don't want to charm that guy. As well as out of the fight, but look at the top side. Olaf is taking a lot of hits. In the bottom, another knockup comes in from Swift Ranger. It's a 4v4 right now, but Ukyo is so healthy. Gets a nice pushback onto the Seraphine. Bonnie and Swift Ranger are separated from the Corky. They have to try to group back together. Lots of poke coming down from MZ Shady. It's a 4v3, but both carries are high health. Swift Ranger does not want to get... Oh, he has to give it up. So that's a great... I don't know what Olaf's E is, but he used that and Smite in conjunction, dealing a lot of damage in one second.
The Reckless Swing guarantees... That's Olaf, by the way. The Reckless Swing guarantees the dragon, but, I mean, the problem... We see the problem with CLG's comp. Sarge Hawk has a beautiful 3-man ultimate, and there is literally no follow-up because Rel can't get in range. Rel having on Kaisa, Rel can't get in range. Kaisa is the only one that can get in range of the Malphite to actually follow up on his damage. Eventually, it doesn't matter. I mean, Ezreal instantly got clapped by the ultimate, so did Seraphine. Immediately got knocked up, they had to disengage. Ukyo with...
He was late to the team fight in terms of, going to the back line, but he did manage to section off the Seraphine with the ultimate.
That's true, and I mean, nice pick up on the Seraphine. I mean, because...
Bless you.
They're all in my room? Oh my goodness, excuse me.
You're allergic to this game, that's what's happening right now.
Yes, I mean, the CLG's team comp is giving me allergies. Ooh. Okay.
Looks like there's some runner fighting in the top lane. GL27 around the corner. Do they have the damage to take down Swift Ranger? Let's see. Swift Ranger is in such a bad spot right now, yikers. That comes out, but the ultimate from Malphite does knock him up in the air. Bell's Breath does not actually stop any CC from coming down. Ultimate's a bit late and will not do much. Oh no, J-Back's in a really bad spot. Knockup does not hit from Prodigy Rafa, and he is slowed in that form, so it looks like J-Fox will be able to get out.
Okay, so what Swift Ranger has to do there is he has to save his W for the Malphite ulti. If he saves his W for the Malphite ulti, then flashes, he may stall for much more time. What I'm curious here is, Prodigy Rafa has flash. Flash beating the Seraphine there. I feel like he should have gone for it. It was a pretty low risk play. I mean, we saw it. It would be a 4v3. Very low risk play. I think he should have gone for it. But regardless, just gonna go back to farming.
I'm gonna differ on your opinion here. If he goes for that flash play, his flash is on such an awkward timer for any objective coming up because the dragon's in 2.5 minutes. You kind of want flash for that because that's a big fight. And after you flash to get the Seraphine, the most you could possibly get is a top tower, if it's low, which it's low, so you could probably get the top tower.
I mean, for sure, Seraphine, that's a really good point you pulled out there, Boredom. That's a really good point you brought up there. I think that I forgot to see the objective timers, and so top tower is definitely not worth Rail Flash. And we see quietly, Uyuko has just sat in a side lane and farmed, and now he's up almost 30, up about 29 CS to the Corki, a champ that he will obviously scale up. That's not really a huge issue, but putting him on a side lane is going to kind of stunt his progress because Corki had to group more.
Yeah, that is here does quite a bit of damage to the board, even though at just 1.5 items. That's kind of impressive, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, has the Leandre's Torment, so obviously has the max HP burn.
Oh, looks like Orin ultimate coming in. Oh, does he stop the knockup? I think he does. Bellows Breath, the ultimate from Ukio. He's getting outplayed so hard. Flash comes out, but Swift Ranger wants the booty. He wants the booty. Ezreal ult misses, but Swift Ranger gets knocked up by the Malphite. Stun comes in from Rafa. I think he's really tanky, and there's going to be 2 more reinforcements from the side of Downward Trend. Sarchar, you were going the wrong way, buddy. Ultimate comes in from Seraphine. Does charm Malphite. He has no way out. Damage comes in from Bonnie, and that's a minute till Dragon, and teleport is down for Sarchar, so they might have to give up any vision pressure they have for the next minute.
What are they doing? I mean, Uyuko gets cut out. Swift Ranger expertly played, blocking the Emperor's Divide with the Bellows Breath. Absolutely well played to that, sir. But Uyuko dies. Sarchar blows TP, ult, and fought an almost on doesn't burn flash, burns TP and ultimate right before Dragon spawns. I mean, he could have just stayed top, gotten a tower, got the gold, reset, and then be on map for drag, but he has no ult for drag, and now, I mean, it's going to be really hard. Blue side is not pushing forward for vision, which is very interesting to me. They're not pushing forward for vision, but I mean, how are we going to win a fight without Malphite ulti?
I'm not gonna lie, in the top lane when Ornn went down, he misplayed everything there, but he completely destroyed the Azir down there. He literally redeemed himself really well.
There's the top lane play, I mean, very big blunder, obviously, but I mean, at that point, if you just block the Emperor's Vibe with the W, that's all you need to do.
Looks like both teams are here at the Dragon Pit. They're just staring each other down. Malphite does have ultimate, but look at Prodigy Rafa circling behind. There is no ward that can see. That ward in the red side, in the red pit, does not see Rafa. He wants to get that nice juicy power 5-man ultimate. Oh man, he knows they're in this bush. He knows Fresh Ranger does ultimate, but oh my god, Rafa gets 3-man. The flash comes in from Ezreal trying to avoid death, but no, Kaisa says no. Azir wall comes in the middle of the fight. Another knockup going into the red team. MC Shady looking at J-Box, uses ult and is getting absolutely destroyed by the Olaf, but a nice double knockup from the J4, but to no avail. MC Shady is one of the last 2 men standing. Flushes away the W. What's happening up there? Okay, Swift Ranger, you gotta get back to your team here. There might be a steal attempt from MZ. Is he gonna do it? There is Smite on Olaf, and he does secure the 3rd dragon for the side of CLG.
Okay, so a lot of the drafting, my predictions are incorrect. Not because I necessarily think I'm wrong, but Downward Trend has only one button, which is go, and they have decided to just keep running in to an Olaf Azir. I mean, as you see, I mean, CLG has their first goal into the game. They're up almost 2K, but I mean, something got to change here. I mean, what keeps happening is that Rafa is finding angle. That one Rafa found an angle, but I mean, they're standing together, grouped up for a Malphite Azir Olaf. Rel. How will they ever win? Ezreal super fed? Sure, really fed. But if he gets hit by a Malphite ulti, he's getting hit by Malphite ulti, Kaisa ulti. How will he ever live? It's not even thinking about the Rel. The Rel I didn't even think about, but Rel as well. I mean, CC down, one Rel W.
Bonnie, don't do it. Roger Rafa sees him, gets a stun. He's just straight up dead. There was no living there for the Ezreal. This is just extending the gold lead for CLG, and Baron's on the table because Downward Trend just lost 50% of their damage output.
I mean, he knew that his team walked all the way around, and they walked towards the front bush.
Ragnarok comes out from Olaf, double stun actually, or charm I should say, from the Seraphine. But look, the pushback! Oh my! Ukio, you monster! Swift Ranger on the run. He cannot escape jail. That guy's dead. MZ might try to get something here. No, he ain't getting anything. Will MZ actually be able to fully jail? Doesn't look like it. The other three are back onto Baron. MZ has his work cut out for him. He is facing down the barrel of the gun. A nice ultimate comes out and hits literally just the tank. So that's not going to give him any kind of leeway. Baron over to the side of CLG with a 4K gold lead, and they are sitting comfortably in the driver's seat for the next few minutes.
Yeah, and we see 3K of that gold came just from that play. As we see, Corki is living for so long in these fights because he's really long range, so no one's able to touch him. But the issue is he's so long range that no one's able to follow up on his damage. Ornn is at this point in the game is not tanking enough. Jarvan is just solo bowling, running in. I don't understand. Seraphine is doing a good job, but I mean, again, Malphite jumping on Malphite, Rel, Kaisa, they're just jumping on him. And the way that Downward Trend is playing, I mean, the goal graph is the only downward trend I'm seeing here. I mean, it's just, I can't understand how their play style is very aggressive, run in 2v2, 3v3. They pick a winning lane bot lane for 2v2. They pick a better mid jungle, but they all pick poke champs. You pick 3 poke champs and you run in to 3 anti-engage enablers. If you engage if Rel can engage on you, if you engage on Azir, you're gonna lose. If you engage on Olaf, there's no way, even on even footing, you're gonna win.
So, taking a step back, right? Well, let's look at the bigger picture here. The CLG is up in gold. They've been climbing. They've been decreasing the gold lead and increasing it for their side for the past 10 minutes. That being said, it's only a 3K gold lead on arguably a side that doesn't scale as well as Downward Trend. I think the fights are still winnable for there comes ultimate on Team Bonnie. Bonnie, you gotta stop getting caught, brother. Ultimate does come out from Seraphine, misses everyone actually. Ultimate from Ornn, hits one. Sarchop getting clenching. The tower comes down from his ear, and I think everyone's making out safe and no one there.
So if you take a step back, Ornn ult is down, Corki's ult is down, obviously, but it doesn't really matter. Ezreal ult is down, Seraphine ult is down. How does blue side ever
Teleport comes in from MC Shady. Does he have package or something? Ultimate comes out from J4. He does have the package, he's packaging. The ultimate comes in from Ragnarok, and why is J4 burning here? That's not fine. Malphite teleported as well, but I don't think he has ultimate because he just used it. J-Bass getting absolutely hit up really badly. That's not where you want your Seraphine to be placed. Oh, Prodigy, this is juicy. Prodigy, that's juicy. Oh, that's so juicy like a steak. Everyone's getting burned down from the side of blue. Oh, Zanya's from the Rel, not even to die. I think that's a 5 for 1 ace. Sarge says, Bud Light for Ire, and that's the last drink they need for the Infernals. So that is a point.
So all the scaling we've been talking about for the last 20 minutes-ish is useless now because they have a promotion. They're never gonna lose a fight, right? So all the Corki scale, we talked about the Corki scale, we talked about how they have a chance to win. They don't. Okay. But as we see before, Red side just stood around their tier 1 tower. They could have walked away. They didn't have vision on the dragon beforehand. It's not that they're trying to establish vision. They literally stood around mid lane tower, got engaged on. They knew that Sartok had just based. They then decided to go and get engaged on 4v5. They somehow don't die because they're ahead in gold. And then blue side with no ultimate decides to base check the dragon.
There was a plan, and they calculated it, but they were really bad at the math.
There's no they have to fight it obviously. I don't think they have to fight it, but I mean, you burn Malphite ulti, you burn a Azir ulti in the last fight. You burn Malphite ulti, you burn a Azir ulti, right? Blue side is all on one side of the map, right? You have Ornn, this map is a lot more open than usual maps, which is really good for Azir, really good for Seraphine.
No, they don't smell people. It was just someone
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the game, Ezreal is just like cannon minion. Like Ezreal is doing damage to, he's doing damage to Ukio, doing damage to Kaisa.
I'm pretty sure Olaf's axe did more with the Infernal Dragon pop than Ezreal does with his WQ combo. That's how bad of a game state this is.
And if we didn't know it before, Ezreal has to build a Kraken Slayer.
Does that work? Does that do
He
things?
has to build a Kraken Slayer because he can't, his Qs do no damage.
I don't like that buy at all.
I don't like it. I mean, at this point, Divine Sunder is if you want to do that route, usually go X Reaver into Dustblade as usual when we see for squishier comps. But I mean, even if you want to be a tank buster, Kraken Slayer is not the way you want to go with this. Especially, Kraken Slayer is not really what you want to see.
And looking at the damage distribution here, you can see that Olaf and Kaisa are completely popping off. Azir is the peripheral damage threat. You can never ignore Azir, but he's not the one, outputting the most consistent damage. At least I don't think. I really want to see Titan just literally ult the Olaf and then EQ out. That will immediately burn Jail 27's flash. If you can get that down, you eliminated like maybe half of the threat that Olaf can do.
Okay.
Right.
Olaf has to face check. Olaf, you are now, okay? Good
Rafa,
lord.
look at Rafa with the flank position. This is going to be a Baron fight, sort of.
It is going to be rewarded, but they do have to fight for this Baron.
Rafa's making his play. He has the Mickey Hooper that makes it go fast. Nice ultimate gets a couple people. The Seraphine ultimate doesn't hit many people. Swift Ranger trying to break a hole into that wall. Not doing very well. Blue side's actually winning this fight, I believe. The push comes in from Ukio, but he's in such a bad spot. Okaisa tries to reinforce and does so very magnificently. Bonnie trying to do his best to get one return kill on. Oh, Bonnie did not get anything here. Oh my god, the carries are Ukio and I can't read that name very well.
Aniston.
It just popped the F off in that.
So the Shirelian's Battle Song, which is the item active, really nice. The problem is, Malphite is not ready. He hits a 3-man Magnet Storm, hits Ezreal, hits Seraphine, hits Corki, right? Perfectly jumps in. Then you see Malphite has no follow-up. Obviously, Rel does not do that much damage, so Corki, Ezreal have time to touch to get damage. But the fight looks bad. The Scarix from Olaf buys so much time. The Ukio, the perfect stream of shuffle in the backline, hits it with a 3-man ultimate. Kaisa immediately does the combo, jumps into it with the stun from Rel. I mean, that is exactly how you need to do it. Red side with the Baron, red side with a 11,000 gold lead. I mean, this game is looking done and dusted.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You said that Malphite could not follow up on the rail that last fight.
Yeah, I think he tried to ult, but he couldn't necessarily get the targets that he wanted to get in the
And red side still white blue without the follow up.
I mean, look at the mid jungle. I mean, the mid jungle from.
Oh no! Oh, there's no word. Guys, please don't face check this. That found 50% of Bonnie's HP from just a W. Swift Ranger does face check, but look at that. Everyone's getting knocked up sideways, but it looks like some Zanya's coming out. And the ones that are actually hitting MC, he's getting a lot of damage off. Oh my god, red side might have just been off more than he can chew. Starix comes out again. Ukio completely getting a 2-man knockup. Swift Ranger trying to do something. Oh my god. Ukio just completely wiped that team fight. I cannot even keep up with what this guy's doing.
The Emperor's Divide. Thought space for Kaisa. Absolutely perfect from Ukio. And the surrender comes out.
That's not a good sign, but the game was pretty much done at that point. Sealed and dusted.
Done and dusted indeed.
So what do you think about that game? How are you liking your team here?
I mean, clearly lacking gamers are absolutely breaking their PCs right now. I mean, downward trend. Whew. I mean, the comp they picked was really nice. If they had a lot of champs that could buy space for Ezreal, Corki, Seraphine, to just slowly whittle down red side, right? But what they did is that they ran in face first, right? With Ezreal, they ran in face first with Ezreal, Seraphine, Corki against Azir, Olaf. How will you ever win?
And to the credit of J4, he didn't really fall behind in the early game. Up until maybe like the 7-8 minute mark, he was keeping in line with Olaf, who was literally just straight up farming